It's time to see the final product. Oh! Are you kidding me? I have here in my hands two of arguably the rarest agate that you can find in the state of Montana. And arguably one of the rarest agates that you can find in the United States. These are Dryhead Agates. And in this video, we are going to be cutting these as well as some other Dryhead Agates open to see exactly what sort of beauty there is inside. Come along, I'm excited to show you. Now, if you're asking yourself what exactly is a Dryhead Agate, well, I'm glad you asked that question because I'd love nothing more than to give you a little glimpse. Dryhead Agates are a highly sought after sub-variety of agate that can only be found in a very specific area near the Pryor Mountain Range in Montana near the Wyoming border. Historically, Dryhead Agates have been mined by a number of different individuals, and there was even a period of time where the Dryhead mine was open to the public for fee mining. So you could go and pay, X number of dollars and then dig for the day, take your specimens home. However, in the last, 20, 30 years, the agate operation at the Dryhead mine has pretty much stopped. And that is what makes today's opportunity to be cutting open some beautiful Dryhead nodules to be such a special thing that we have for the channel, because these are just hard to come by. There is actually a mining operation currently up there right now, so it is possible that in the coming years there's going to be more of this material available on the market, but for now there's just not a lot. So before we take a look and start cutting on these specimens, I wanted to just give you a little glimpse at what we might expect. And to do that, I'm going to be showing you this awesome book. This is the Dryhead Agate book by John Hurst. You can find this on Amazon. This is a great book, and it gives a really great history of the Dryhead Agate mine. You can see here. I'm just going to kind of thumb through, along with some awesome pictures. Pictures of the area. Different types of agates that you can find nearby. So obviously I'm not going to show you the whole book here, but suffice it to say, we could get really lucky with some really beautiful cuts. So that is a nice segue into the material that we have here today. And it's worth saying that, like many of our videos, this video is brought to you by Agate Bay, which is run by none other than Josh Ritter, who, if you've watched my channel, you're probably familiar with. He is the agate guru from Germany, and he was kind enough to send these specimens to the channel for us to cut open. So I'm going to leave Josh's information down in the description of this video. Please go check him out. He's got some amazing stuff, and I think at a bare minimum you'll enjoy just looking through his website. So here are our Dryhead specimens that we have today. Take a look at that. That's going to be fun to cut. Here's one that I've already cut because I couldn't control myself. You can see some bands in there. Just we've got a couple little smaller nodules. Most of these don't have any windows. You can't really tell what's going on. But those will be very exciting to cut. There's another piece. And then we have this beauty here. But this is what these these nodules look like when they come out of the ground. They're very nondescript, and you would look at these and think to yourself, man, well, that's pretty boring. But of course, the beauty is hidden within. So over the next couple of days, I'm going to be cutting these agates, and then the game plan is to take a really good look at them and maybe even do some polishing on the cabbing machine. So we are going to fast forward to a beautiful lapidary montage of cutting these wonderful agates, and I will see you at the end so we can take a closer look. All right, we've finished the appetizer round by cutting a few of these smaller nodules that Josh gave us. I gotta say, results are pretty mixed. We had one pretty nice hit, but that's the thing about cutting dryhead agates. You know, you get these nodules and you don't really know what's inside. Now, I will say, bigger nodules may have bigger results, and I know for a fact we've got a good one. So that is going to be coming. Stay tuned for that. Okay, I'm going to start with a couple of the duds, just so you can kind of see the substrate that these agates can form in. Here you go. So there you go, voila, nothing inside. But you can see as we started cutting, we started getting a little activity in there. Still, nothing crazy to write home about, but a little activity nonetheless. And as we went, the activity really picked up. And look at the fortifications in that one. Again, nothing crazy, nothing like you'd see in the book, but pretty. And then I'll show you a couple of the nicer ones. Look at that. I know it's small, but the banding, that orange and the yellow, oh, it's beautiful. And then here are the two sort of, I guess I would call them hits from this cutting session. Got one little, you know, again, it's not crazy, but one little fortification banding in there in that one. And then probably the best one of all the small pieces, so you got that classic red and orange banding with a nice little quartz pocket. Might even be calcite in the middle there. Now I know what you're thinking. No, that was not the most exciting part of the video. This is the most exciting part of the video, because now we are going to cut a few bigger nodules where our payoff may be much, much bigger. So I want to show you, here's one of the bigger nodules that Josh gave us. I may try to cut this, we'll see. There's a little potential to try to cut the face of this one, but it's tough. The one that I'm most excited about is this one here, because of this. There you have the classic dryhead banding, and my hope is that that is going to go all the way through this piece, and if we cut it in half, we'll have a beautiful fortification agate to take a look at. So that is going to be the grand finale, cutting open this one, but we have a few other small ones as well, so I'm excited to cut those, and let's cross our fingers that we get something good. So if you're enjoying this, because it is really fun to cut agates together, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know if there's material that you would be interested in seeing me cut in the future. I'd love to do that. And let's start working on these dryheads. duck. Oh, nope. You need to sit. You need to sit. Do you like ducks, Kip? Do you like them? Do you like a duck? I think we finished cutting all of the big ones besides the big boy. Ooh, this is pretty. Look at that. That's really pretty. Holy cow. Oh, what? Oh, we got to get this thing off the saw. Look at that beauty. Okay, so I've cut quite a few dry heads here in the last few days. I think what I want to do before I show them all to you is we want to cut this big one. This is the grand finale, so to speak. You can see there's some beautiful banding, and my hope is that we can cut it just right in half and expose an amazing Dryhead agate. So that's the game plan. We're gonna go ahead and get that started, and then once that's done, we're gonna take a look at everything that we got here. Boys and girls, it is done. It's time to see the final product. Oh! Are you kidding? Okay, we have finished cutting all of the Dryhead agates that I have. And it was kind of a mixed bag, which was actually really interesting. I think it actually kind of adds a really fun element to cutting Dryheads because some are total duds, which you'll see, and some are just total surprises. So what I want to do is basically just show you what we cut, and I hope you enjoy, because there's some really beautiful agates in here. I feel very fortunate to be able to cut these in the garage, and even more fortunate to be able to show them off to you. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, here are all of our pairs. I think I'm gonna start with the duds. So you can see here several of these just had absolutely nothing inside, which, you know, that's just how it goes. But the rest had a kind of a variety. You know, some really were killer and some were awesome, but maybe smaller than expected. So let's take a look. Up first here, I'm just gonna get these wet so you can see them. Look at this little guy. Just a beautiful little quartz agate. Here's the other side. Stunning. And I think all of these will actually turn out really nice for making little specimens. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize I I cut a slab off of this one because I was hoping to expose more. That's pretty awesome. Okie dokes. Next up, there's a lot of quartz pockets in some of these, and like little geode pockets. Look at that thing. Oh my gosh. It's a feast for the eyes. Just crazy. Like, you would never expect something like this to be hiding inside of a rock like that. And I don't know if you can see, but it's a really fine sort of pinkish druzy quartz inside of that geode pocket. Those are going to polish up real nice. Here's a smaller one. Look at that. Small but sweet. And these agates just have so much life to them. So much detail. And I think it's crazy that these are just, I mean, honestly, less than 2 hours away from my house here in Billings. Look at this guy. Kind of a messy little geode. Definitely not the cleanest specimen. Some of that green residue is actually from the saw blade. Still really nice. Here's the other side of that same piece. Beautiful. Okay, now check out this little slab. Gosh, that's gorgeous. That is so beautiful. The slab saw did such a nice job with these. Look at that little druzy quartz pocket. Wow. I mean, that is just insane. Here's the other side, and we're getting to the good stuff here, folks. Look at that. Gosh, don't forget to drop a like and a thumbs up. I'm curious to hear what you guys think of these. Okay, this was a fun one. So this is what I cut here. You can see all I had was this little fortification banding on the outside. And of course, it's like, okay, well, maybe there's a smaller agate in there. But I did not expect to get this. Some really beautiful purple banding in there. And again, look at that other side. I mean, you would never think that that is what's going to be inside. And the other side, I think this is going to make a great piece. I may even cut it one more time. Look at that. I mean, come on. That is just beautiful. Okay, our top two. This was a big boy, and I just cut it right in half, and you can see there, did a really bad job of hiding what's going on inside, but what the heck, look at that. I mean, jeez Louise. Just classic dryhead banding there, that orange, yellow, brownish with the druzy quartz pocket in the middle. And the white around the outside, I feel like just makes it really pop out. That is a really fun piece. And here's the other side, just for fun. Look at that. I hope you guys are chomping at the bit to get your hands on some dryhead to cut. All right, we got one more. Before we do, I just want to remind you, If you're interested in buying a dryhead specimen, Josh Ritter is going to have them on his website. That's agatebay.de. He's German, and that's a German website. Check it out. I am probably going to be polishing some of these pieces to put up on my own Etsy store, which is going to be launching very soon. It's very possible there's even going to be a link to that down in the description of this video. So if you're interested in having a dryhead in your collection, not a bad place to look. Okay, the grand finale piece was this one right here. I mean, when you see that on the outside, you're thinking to yourself, okay, well, this is just going to be something real special. And it was. A few fractures in there. A little quartz pocket. And here's the other side. Y'all ready? Now this one was getting bigger as I was cutting further into it, so I may actually put another slice in there. But geez Louise. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me cut these dryhead agates. It's a really unique experience, and like I said at the beginning of the video, this is probably the rarest agate in Montana. And I would say it's probably in the top 3 rarest agates in the United States. So it's a pretty unique experience to be able to have these. So a huge thanks to Josh over at Agate Bay for allowing me to have the opportunity to cut these agates. The uniqueness of that is not lost on me. I hope you guys enjoyed it so much. Don't forget to check out some of the links down in the description. I'm going to have the link down to the Dryhead Agate book. I'm going to have Josh's links down there, and I'm also going to have a link down to my Etsy store once that is up and running. So hope you have a lovely day. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.